All right, now boys and girls, we are back with my video. And we are finishing off the stuff. We got things on the way here, and we got things on the way here. Trying to think, is there anything else I should be doing before we get too started, or too far into it, should I say? I got some, can't remember what they're called, oh crap, I can't remember the name of them, guys. I'm gonna try to take this in that little, one of the silos where you load the trucks and get this thing loaded. I'll try to unload it in there, the way I do the wagon, the hauler wagon. Don't ask me how just yet, I'm just trying something here. I don't want to pull all my equipment off the field over there, you know. Wow. Turn already, good work. I'm gonna hit on this other side now. I think it's safe to say that this is not gonna work. Okay. So it looks like I will have to. Get this thing done. I'm gonna dump the tractor down. We'll dump the tractor, empty it out, and we're gonna go park this thing. If it ever finishes here today sometime. It's so much slower than an International Express. I don't know if truck is so small or what. Oh, it's too close for comfort, I guess. Okay. Get from there. Go there. And we are going, nope, that's not it. Look at this one, the other one. It looks so good right there. Now that this is done dumping, we're gonna head back over to the fields and let things take their role, or play their role, or however you want to call it. Guys, I'm still dealing with this editing software, man. When I tell you that this stuff is a headache, good lord, you have no idea. I know, I was told the other day that that's why a lot of people are Twitch streamers, so they don't have to worry about video editing with YouTube. It's like, well, that may be their choice, but not mine, you know? This is, yeah. And I was about to say, if I couldn't see him from there, something is wrong. And where in the heck is he? Am I visiting here, or did I not have? What in the heck is he doing? Oh, hold on. I'll be back. Stay there. Looks like he's moving. Wrong one. Cause you're gonna mess this up, dude. That's me. Alright, so now he'll take this little rope here and then he'll go up through there and get it all done. Let's see where this guy is. Okay, he's getting close to my truck and tractor here. So I'm just gonna move over a little closer and turn it around. Hope the birds had fun eating out of my trailer. Yep, we are moving all the way over here. Alrighty. Man, I feel like crap this morning. I don't know why. Alright, I'm gonna pull up beside him and see how much he has in there. At first glance, you see it coming out of the auger in there, and you just think that it's almost full. But hey, it's got a good bit in there.
I wonder why they don't work on that there, you know? Give it somewhat of just a better flow or something instead of having it do that. That just looks stupid. You see how it's coming out of the auger in there? Thinking about buying 2 big buds, I'm not sure yet. Let me make sure these are full before I move on. I'm assuming that means full, and that means full, and that means not full. Oh, we're gonna take this one and go check on that other one. 'Cause I know he had a pretty good bit just a second ago. Alright. Let's see here. Okay. I know what I need to do. Once those turn on, there you go. Let the engine warm up, if you know what I mean. Alright. Now we're gonna need our 6-bar. Because it is getting that time again. You know what? I don't even think we're gonna use this. I think we're gonna plant wheat next time. So we can do all the hay afterwards. That's some pretty good backing right there, man. Even if I have to say so myself. As long as I don't hit anything, it's pretty good. And I did. I lied. I hit something. Alright. Let's put this bad boy back. Because we're gonna need one of the bigger boys for this. We're gonna talk. Tell me and get off. Get out. And close the door. Because we're gonna need, you know, we're gonna use Bud. I have yet to use this tractor, so I guess now is better as what was I even thinking of saying there? I have no clue. But anyways, I haven't used that either. Oh well, I already counted on Bud. I have no clue what I'm doing now, so let's work with it. FYI fact, guys, the Big Bud is the biggest and most powerful. Well, is one of the biggest and most powerful tractors ever made, and these tractors are very old. Very old. Okay, I think we need fertilizer. Alright, we'll look glitchy here. I don't like that. Okay, this is not gonna work. Okay, let's see if we can do this the way we did last time. Nope, that's not how we did it. I'm not 100% sure if we need fertilizer or not, but I know that there is something that is not full. I want it full, guys. I don't remember how to refill this thing. Okay. What's that? Did you see that? Alright. I'm not sure what that is. Or what's going on here, but we're trying to figure this. Whoa, whoa. Alright, here we go. Yes, we did need fertilizer. So glad I didn't give up on that. What the bad part is, when I run out, I'm gonna have to leave all the way from the field just to come do this. But it holds a lot, so I should probably get a lot done, I'm assuming. Someone's gonna hold about the same? No, it's not. Okay, come on, get straight here. We want that to be, no, that's not straight at all, but we're gonna park it right there. Excuse me, guys. Alright. Here we go. Oof. I hate articulation. Articulation, man, it sucks. It's cool when you're actually driving one, but it sucks. Alright, let's get this show on the road. First time using this tractor setup. Can't remember what I usually use to pull this. I think I usually use the New Holland 6x. Not 100% sure on that though. And I know that we probably won't fit through there without knocking some stuff over. So we're probably just going to cut through the grass here. Alright. Let's see how close we are, and I don't think we're anywhere near. Good Lord, guys. You know what? We're gonna oh crap, we can't start from the other way. So we're just gonna come here and turn around. Yeah, this is my first time ever using this, so trust me. It's just a little bit scary. Because it's so freaking huge. And I still didn't get over enough. Wow. Alright. Nope, that's not gonna work. See, this is where that editing software would pay off. If I can cut all this out and skip to just getting it done, you know? But I'm learning, guys. I'm learning slowly but surely. Okay, so my tractor needs to be about there. I think that's a little much, but hey. And I know this idiot is going to have trouble down on this other end down here getting turned around because of my new fire station. Or my decorative accident scene, you know, whatever you want to call that. For such a really big old tractor, this thing moves pretty good. I think I should have got another set of tires because it is spinning pretty good. It's going, but it's losing some traction. Yep, this is gonna suck. This is really about to suck, guys. No, 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 no. What are you doing, dude? Oh my goodness, I so messed this up. Thank you, idiot. Good Lord. Why are these helpers so difficult, man? I mean, the stuff that they're having a problem with is the kind of common sense stuff my 12-year-old son can figure out, you know? Wow, that's very close. So we're going to come over here, turn around. Like I said, guys, this is my first time ever using this setup, so we will get it figured out. Come on, be right. Not enough. Or just barely enough.
Here we go. Now I think he may have a little trouble down on that other end. Holy crap, things are getting really close here. Alright. So we're going to move even closer, and then on this next round we will move to the outside so we can start getting a little closer in. Or the next time we should be about finished with this field. The way these guys are going, man. I think the bird done fed enough off of my corn in there. So I'm going to stop him. Alright, and how are we looking? Alright, we're ready to dump this guy. But before we do, we're going to bring this a lot closer. How are we looking here? Okay. Both of the fronts are full. Alright, stop it right there. Come on, we gotta catch her. Come on. Before she gets down to that end down there. Excuse me, guys. And we... Slow it down just a little bit. Alright. And we are full, guys. It really doesn't matter this time. We have to start at the back because everything else is full. We're going to keep our weight where we need it. So now we will come here. Holy crap, that guy's really moving in, man. He's getting all kind of stuff set up here. Excuse me. So let's see what we got in here. Got a good little bit. Let him finish. And then we're going to go dump this and move the truck to the outside. Because he's on the inside. Because look how close he's going to be in here in just a second on this next row. I will definitely be in his way.
Well, we're getting pretty close. You know what? We're going to stop right there and turn around and go dump.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be in his way this next run, though. He is definitely moving a considerably amount faster than the harvester is. And we are going to go check on our other guy, the printer that we just brought out. This shouldn't take much to fill up. And between the two of these fields, we are about to fill up this entire truck.
This road train, as I like to call it. And I'm thinking about adding a third trailer
to him, guys, because it kind of sucks to have to stop,
you know, and dump all these things in the middle of moving, because we have to go to another field, and if I'm not mistaken, they are ready right now.
I think they are ready. We can stay here for one more pass for him. But all the birds gonna be in there eating on the corn. Alright. Let's go right here just to see.
Oh yeah, he's moving faster. We're doing 5, he's probably doing 6 or 7.
Maybe 6.5 miles per hour.
He's doing at least 1.5 to 2 miles per hour faster than we are.
So I don't think we would be in his way on this trip, but the next trip is definitely will be.
You know, my grandfather had a
This little bitty 60, I think it was 50 or 58 horsepower Ford or New Holland. Actually, it had Ford written on it. So, and he used to drive this thing, and it had these wheel tubs that kind of flattened out on the top and the side. And I used to ride there all the time. I remember I was a little kid, man. I used to ride there all the time, and I'll never forget the worst day of my life. He, you know, it's got the hydraulic lift disc and everything on the back. And when he lifted up to make a turn, and I moved my foot, and when he brought it back down, that hydraulic arm came down on my foot. I will never forget that. Oh my God. It hurt some kind of day. Boy, let me tell you. Yeah, all we gotta do is this. And that is it. Real good. Nope, that's not what I need. That's what.
And sometimes my grandpa would, he would put the tractor in neutral and leave it in the high side or the low side. And he'd say, I have to go to the bathroom, so you jump on here and take it. I was like, really? He's like, yeah.
So I would always get to drive the tractor a lot because I stayed in the fields with it like all summer long. I remember one summer we got this really big deal from this grocery store chain that's Mississippi Home, and it's not here anymore. They came to buy all of their fresh produce from us. They would bring 53, 49-foot, however many foot they were, reefer trailers out in the field with trucks. And my grandfather would sell. I mean, dude, I'm talking about. I can't even tell you. I don't even remember how many acres it was. But when I tell you that we had some serious acreage, man, we had a lot. And what's going on back here? Who's Double G? Oh crap. Come on, man. Oh my goodness, guys. I didn't hardly use anything. I'll say it'd be about a third of the percent down by the time we get finished with this other field over here. Okay, so I have 2 spots that I have to fix. Other than that, we are good. And I remember one day, these guys brought 3 trucks in the field, and they had 2 guys in each truck, and they bought an additional 4-door truck full of guys. It was I'll never forget it. It was a solid white Ford Dually. I used to love those. Matter of fact, it was about the first year of the turbo power strip. So what was that? 94, 95, and here I am, just like 11, 12 years old, just having a dream out here, you know. And my grandfather had this. What's going on here? Why have you completed your task? Are you serious right now? Really? Alright, let me go find it. Let's see. Could have swore it said G. But my grandfather had this old the best truck you could ever buy. What are you doing? Okay, that's it. Big Bud, you're starting to aggravate. Okay, I'm gonna turn my volume up because I can't hear anything on this Bud. Let's see. It is on, but nothing is happening. We have plenty of seats, plenty of everything. But yeah. My grandfather had this like 1988 Ford F-150. It had the 302 and a 5-speed. Never forget it. 4-wheel drive. Had really, really high gear. How does that saying goes? If the gears are really short, I think that's high. Or is that low? I don't know. You get what I'm saying, I hope. But and when I tell you that this thing right here would pull a freaking house down, man. It had those old 4x4 tires. I think they called them mud dogs back then. And one day I was out there because I'd have 5, 6 people in the bed of my truck. Well, my grandfather's truck, but it was mine because I drove it. And come on here. I don't know how to make this thing go, guys. I turn on the source. Now what? I can't just drive because it's not doing anything. See? And I have like 4 people with me in the bed of the truck. They were all thrown in. They would be in the back of the truck. Those guys would be in the back of the truck, and we would mark the straight line that we would drive to. Every time we made a road, we had these spikes that we put little pink ribbons on, and once you dropped the ribbon, you had to scoot over. You had to scoot over one row, and then by the time we got to the other end, we dropped another ribbon, and we took the last stick that we stuck in the ground. We take it with us, and ooh, that's right, close, guys. Wow, very close. And one day, man, as the trucks left about 12 o'clock, we loaded 3 trucks, all huge trailers. Trust me, guys, it's not an exaggeration. My dad's been a truck driver my whole life. So you put 3 49-foot reefer trailers out in the field, right? And you start at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and you have all 3 of those things loaded. Now, the way that works is all the way up to the front, of the trailer, you have watermelons loaded all the way up to around the cooler, but not all the way up to where you blocked it, but all the way up around it. And they would set that. I'll never forget it, because they'd be coming there one day, and they climbed up on the front of the trailer, and they set the cooler to 45 degrees to keep the watermelon cool. And what's going on here? Alright, I can live with that. But this thing out here is starting to become a headache for me, guys. And I'm gonna have to stop the disc. I'm definitely gonna have to stop it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to stop this guy here too. Once you get down here, I'm just gonna call him off. And we would and to get those 3 trucks loaded the way they were loaded, I'll put it to you like this. I did remember. I hate to guess on it because that's what it would be at this point, I guess. But there was a set price per truckload because I think, if I'm not mistaken, there were over. God, I hate to guess. I'm sorry, my alarm's going off, guys. Give me 1 second. But the watermelons were $1.50 each back in the 90s, right? $1.50 each, and there were 700 and something watermelons total. What the heck? I'm on the wrong side. There were 700 and something watermelons total in each trailer. So you do the math on that. Now that was just our summertime fun, and when those guys didn't come from the grocery stores, I mean, we were never finished. My grandfather raised tomatoes, peas, cucumbers, peanuts, you named it, man. I'm telling you, we had it. And we stayed busy. Yes, I do mean stayed. I know I can just dump it in the truck, but I like to do this little double shot thing here. Because he's full. I was expecting that to happen. And I don't know about where you live, but where I am, the big grocery store chain was like Sunflower and Piggly Wiggly back then, you know. Those were the names of all the stores. And we used to supply these stores with everything. When I tell you everything, I literally mean everything. That's one full truckload of watermelon on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. One full truckload of peas, butter beans, peanuts, cucumber, tomato on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that's like Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays. No, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays were like the biggest days. And we had so much work, man. Good God. And alright, here's the thing. You have Louisville, Mississippi. You have Philadelphia, Mississippi. You have Starksville, not Starksville, we had Macon, a weird name town called Shuqualak. And let's see, Louisville, Shuqualak, Macon, Philadelphia, and there's one more. I know I'm missing one. I can't remember the rest. But guys, when I tell you that we had some of the most fun, and look guys, I was 13, 14 years old driving this truck with my grandfather on the road, an old 5-speed truck, you know. And back then, we didn't have those kind of problem with cops. Cops wouldn't bother you because of that, you know. I mean, back then, you could go to the store and buy a 6-pack for your dad, and it would be for your dad, you know. Man, I had my childhood. I'm not gonna say that I had the absolute best childhood, but it wasn't that bad. I have to tell you that. It wasn't that bad at all. A little forklift still sitting out there. Holy crap, I didn't even check. Is he cutting down corn? This guy. Oh, he's getting one line. Wow. I don't think that's nothing to be worried about, guys. He's getting one single row. That is it. I don't think we'd lose too much from that. Now this next row, he's definitely going to be into the crop. I'm sorry guys, I have to stick around for this one to see what's going to happen here. But I know he won't be able to turn around with the harvester in his way. Oh man, check this out. I know some of the people who live in the city has probably never heard of it, but we have a thing in the South called crackling. Come on, come on, come on. And my grandfather used to butcher hogs, everything. When I tell you, dude, everything, I mean everything. Stop it, stop it. Oh, the big guy, what are you doing there? All you have to do is straighten out just a little bit. See, now that wasn't so bad, was it? Alright. Get back over here. But this is back when hog farms became popular in Mississippi, and when I tell you that this was definitely back in the I'm gonna say early to mid 90s, we started doing hogs a lot because my grandfather had a lot of just wild hogs, and we trap them and we have them, and we butcher them during the winter time, and when it got cold, then we have a lot of freaking food, And oh man, let's not even talk about the deer. The deer were awesome. A little too wide again. So I'm gonna swing out here and turn around and come back through. I think I should have used another tractor on this. Look at that. Just enough to daggone notice, man. Now we're in there. Now we are planting wheat. Excuse me. Alrighty, and we are on the way. But yeah, guys, I had I'm not gonna say I had the best childhood, but I had a pretty damn good one. That I did. Trying to think of what are some of the other things we did. In Mississippi, we have a lot of Native Americans here, and our name of Indian here is the Choctaw Indians, Chochtaw, and there's this ancient Indian burial mounds, if you know what those are. I'm not 100% sure what they are either. I just noticed that big fields, and I'm assuming they buried people in layers there, like the ancestors and blah blah blah. Excuse me. And from the way I was, from the way I was told, or from what I remember being told, the Choctaw Indian were part of a bigger tribe, like, not saying that they were Navajo or the Sioux, the Pawnee or something like that. After the white settlers came and started taking up all of their land and killing all of the people, some ran as far south as they could, and they ended up stopping in what was known to be Mississippi. And they started digging out caves and everything to live in. And we have a place right outside of Louisville, Mississippi, a small community called Nanawaya. And that is, oh my goodness, I can't remember. Nanawaya is a part of the Choctaw language, and I can't remember what it means. Wow. And really, what are you blocked by, idiot?
And to make a long story short, they dug caves and everything out to live in and hide from people. And one of the chiefs was supposedly some famous dude who did something like back in like one of the actual first whatever, you know. He was like one of the most famous dudes or whatever. I don't know how it all works, but yeah. And these huge hills, they made them like one of them is called um, national. One of them is a national park, and the other one is now like blocked off and everything because apparently way back in the day some people were killed there or something. I'm not 100% sure how that all worked, but some people were killed there and people started getting curious and they shut the cave down from public, not fully public access, but I know a guy in Anawoya whose his private land butts up next to it, and we sometimes go in there, and it has a huge. Um, I'm not gonna say a river like the Mississippi or the Delaware, the Ohio River, but it's definitely a nice little place, you know. And nobody's been in there for years. The man who owns the land that neighbors this government land or whatever you want to call it, or the tribal land, should I say? And he's the only one who has permission to go in there right now from the game wardens and blah blah blah. And every time I used to go down to Nanawoya, I would usually stop by there and fish. And I mean, like I said, nobody's fished here in forever, so when you go to somewhere like that and fish, it's like, oh my goodness, you know. Man, this bad boy right here is loaded. Man, 58 minutes? What? I swear I did not know that we were that far into this. But yeah, guys, but on the ancient burial mound, we used to take cardboard boxes and we would all go there and they had these little grills set up out there and everything, little picnic tables all over the place, dude. And we would go out there like all day long, cook out, get our little cardboard boxes. When I tell you this hill is probably 20, 30 foot tall, that is not an overestimation or big guess or whatever. That's really close to being almost spot on accurate, you know. And we would slide down this hill all day long, man. Had a nice little staircase up the front of it. And a lot of the Native Americans in the South would settle next to water in the South. Most of them did, pretty much wherever they were, you know. And where they set up down here, it is some of the nicest place, man. It had, I remember seeing on the news a few years ago. There was this, back then they would take a tree, cut it out into little canoes, and they would use these. You do it. Ah, let off the gas. Daggone it. They would use these trees and cut and make. They would take these trees and make canoes out of them, right? And they would take oil from the animals they killed. They would take the fat and they would heat the fat up over a fire. Like they take a put a cast iron pot or whatever down. They would, like for a deer, if anybody's ever went deer hunting, they take a deer, and on the skin of a deer, it usually has a lot of the fatty, greasy like stuff, you know. And I'm sure everybody's eaten a steak here before. And that fatty grease on there, what they would do is they would take that and they would dip these horsehair or whatever you want to call them makeshift brushes, and they would take this stuff and they would coat the outsides of their outsides and insides of the canoe with it, and that's how their canoes would never actually rot or deteriorate. For example, a sailboat. If a sailboat is taken out of the water, a sailboat has to be hoisted back into the water until, like, at a certain depth to where the water covers the entire side of the underside of the boat that it's gonna float on. And it has to be held there by those hoists to where it can't sail it roll away or anything. But the reason it has to sit there for so long is because that wood has to soak up water and swell. And I recently found that out by watching Discovery Channel. No, it wasn't. I know exactly what it was. It was what is it, Axemen? If any of you guys ever seen that show, Axemen, that guy, that crazy guy down in Louisiana, he bought a freaking pirate ship, and he sailed this thing. He bought it from like up north somewhere, and he sailed it all the way down the Mississippi, ocean bound, or I might be exaggerating there. I don't know how exactly 100% how he got it there, but he got it there. I've got a Duster Cluck right here. Wow. All right, let me fold up and get out of your guys' way. What are you doing? Get back in the tractor, buddy. Get out of the way, bud. And y'all stay where y'all's at. Man, that thing covers a lot of ground real quick, though. And this video is going real quick, guys. But I think I'm going to get ready to end this off right here. I just looked up and I noticed that we was at an hour and 4 minutes. The last time I looked up, guys, we were at 33 minutes and some change. Wow, have I really been talking that much? Hey, don't answer that. Don't answer that. That's just rude. Just picking, guys. But yeah. We're going to end it off right here, guys. I'm going to let this stay right here. That's going to be the end of that. For now, I want to say I love you guys. Take care. God bless.